Welcome to My Skeptical Sister.
I'm Megan, the skeptical one.
I'm Erin, the believer. We had to talk ourselves into this one tonight.
We have so much hot gossip of our own. We wanted to sit out and just skip the podcast.
It feels like early spring outside.
It
it's like warm. We want to sit out on the porch and drink and just shoot the shit. But we're not. We're doing this.
I know. It even smells like summer because somebody was like grilling steaks.
I know. It's late. It's 9:16.
What month is it? It smells amazing. Forget this podcast. Let's sit out on your porch and let's just talk. But instead, we will talk in here to you guys about spooky stuff. How's that sound?
Yeah, we're in that weird week between Christmas and New Year's where it's like I'm not motivated to do anything.
I know.
I took down Christmas today. I have these really cute little salt and pepper shaker in the shape of elves, and I have them laying on their sides to dry out. And because they're laying on their sides, they're like tucking their knees in. They look like they're rocking themselves like, oh, we made it.
They're in total fetal position. How I feel after
It is exactly how
Christmas.
I feel. I'm going to post a picture on our Instagram. It's pretty comical.
I mean, Christmas is just... it is just hell, really. I mean, I don't know how else to explain it. I was like, trying to gear myself up. It's magical. It's for the kids. It's going to be amazing. And, I'd have bursts of those moments.
Yeah.
It was just a lot of fucking work. I had to take down a trampoline by myself. I have parts of my body that still hurt that I didn't even know I had those parts of my body. So that was fun. And I'm like, what is this for? I know. Now I get it. I understand what it's for. It's to babysit my kids in the backyard while I stay in the house because that trampoline.
True meaning of Christmas.
That's right. That trampoline has been, I'll say, pretty nice. I don't see my kids a lot.
I have showered since taking the tree down, and I'm still finding tree sap stuck to me.
That's why you have a fake tree.
Oh my gosh, this tree this year was the most Charlie Brown Christmas tree I've ever had in my life. You looked at it wrong and 100 needles fell. It was wild.
It looks very pitiful out in your front yard.
I know. Right? We're white trash right now. And I'm like, I don't care. It's as far as I'm taking it. I'm not touching it anymore.
I really wanted to take a picture of it right next to your like cute Christmas flamingo. I was like, there's something there. It's like an oxymoron in a picture. It's hilarious.
It's the deadest looking tree I've ever seen. Every morning I woke up, I thought, oh, I'm so glad our house didn't burn down.
Oh my gosh.
It was just like dry kindle. With lights on it.
That is not good. I don't care how much magic that tree's bringing.
I know. I had a friend in Owensboro who was a firefighter, and he's like, I have seen too many houses burn up. I will never have a real tree. And I was like, but they're so magical.
And so until they're not.
Every year, every time we get one, every morning, I'm like, whew, yay.
Oh
But this year was really like, oh,
that is not okay. That is not okay.
So dry, Megan. I watered it, and I have like a magical tree solution. You could put a little tiny bit of bleach, a lot of corn syrup, and hot water.
Okay, here. Sorry.
No.
Bleach. Here's why your trees are looking as dead as they are. Because A, they're dead. You literally cut them down, and now you're trying to make it a living thing. B, I don't know that bleach has ever
supposed to put a tiny bit of bleach in.
Brought anything back. Who told you that?
The guy at the tree store.
When a ghost at the tree store?
I could see through him. No. If you like look up florists, I remember watching a CSI episode once, and they were like, "Well, there's a little bit of bleach in flower solution," and I was like, "Yes, I know that because my tree guy."
I think all of these tree people, you know what it is?
Big bleach.
Big bleach. Yes. Conspiracy. No, it is. If they make them die faster, then you have to go back and get another Christmas tree.
Oh, I cannot imagine getting another Christmas tree.
No, that would
never
happen.
Mine would just stay bare
until your house lit on fire. And
that's right. That's right.
Then the magic begins.
Then I don't need a tree anymore because
you've got all your kids standing on the road looking back at your burn up house, and you're like, "Don't you feel the magic?
Was it worth it though?"
Oh man, I'm so glad your house didn't burn down. But
me too.
That's why I have a fake tree.
Yeah, sure.
Well, that and because for the last, 5 years, I've had a baby, an infant, a toddler, something in the house that just destroys the tree. So if I had a fake tree if you like touched it and needles fell off, could you imagine what my house would look like?
No, it'd be bad.
Oh, it'd be horrible. Yeah.
Although I've always had a real tree, and I've gone through the toddler stage.
Well, you're more of a woman than I am, Erin. Congratulations. No, thank you.
That admission there.
Yeah, there you go. Of course. Today was a lovely day because, like you said, no motivation to do anything. But I said to James, okay, I've got a couple of errands because we got a new puppy.
Uh-huh.
But
Yes. So cute.
So cute. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. But we have nothing. We weren't ready at all. He just brought home a puppy. So this little puppy's been sleeping on a towel. And, you very graciously gave us your crate. Thank you so much. But it's like drinking out of like little lid bowls, like lids of my Tupperware containers. I'm like, we need to maybe, it's time. We've had this puppy for a week. Maybe we treat it like a dog, like an actual member of the family and get it a bed and some dog bowls. So I had some things I had to go out and do. And I thought, well, okay, you stay with the kids. I'll go do this errand and then I'll do my grocery shopping kid-free. That sounds lovely. And then I'll be home. Then I got to thinking, he goes back to work tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Today is like really the only day of my entire 2-week break that I could take advantage of someone else watching my kids.
Yeah.
For free. Even though he's a dad, it's kind of like having a free babysitter. I'm like, peace out. So I called Chad and I was like, hey, want to meet for Bloody Mary? There's slim chances these days.
Yeah.
Sure enough, we went. I said, forget grocery shopping. We bellied up to a bar and we solved the world's problems today. And I realized that I used to do that all the time, kid-free, and how lovely that was to just be able to sit and talk and gab. And
oh, that's so nice. I'm so jealous.
I know. I'm sorry.
My kids are, I feel like I've done a really good job at them not driving me absolutely crazy. And then today it's like I developed an eye twitch. And then I played crossword, FaceTimed our mom and did a crossword puzzle with her.
Nice.
And they kept coming in and I was like, Mom, did you just ever kind of hate us? Like, was there ever a time? And she like ignored the question. I'm like, Mom, I want you to say yes. Like, I want to feel it. Cause then I'll know I'm not ruining them.
Right.
You're the best.
Right.
So if you like hated us,
they're
fine.
Totally did.
But she like wouldn't answer.
No, listen, that woman doesn't have to answer. She straight up the 80s mommed out, like pieced out. I remember we were all fighting. You were tiny, but Kelly and I were fighting. You were fighting too. I mean, you were like probably 4, but we were all fighting, yelling, horrible. We were horrible little children and so mean to each other. And Mom just finally, she's like, you know what? I'm done. And Dad, worked out of town.
Yeah.
But she like in this like very creepy, calm voice said, girls, I'm leaving. I don't know that I'll come back. And literally got into her car and drove away. And I remember like just stunned. Like, I mean, it stopped us all in our tracks. We stopped fighting. We sat there at the window just staring out there like, we did it. We finally did. We broke Mom. She's gone. That's it. Dad doesn't come home for days. What are we like? Panic was setting it. Like, gosh. You would think that we would be like, no,
that would have been like Lord of the Flies.
Oh,
she never came back.
Horrible. Yeah, like what do we do when we kill one of you? Like,
it was gonna happen between you two.
We're gonna need help burying the body. How do we do this, Mom? Oh my gosh! So
where do we keep the shovels?
Exactly. Oh my gosh! But she left for like a good 2 hours. I mean, she was gone for a while. She really wanted to make like a statement. Of you all, I've had enough. Yeah. And I think of that moment so often, probably a little too often. And I'm like, my biggest fear is that I wouldn't turn around. I just keep going. Nah, I would turn around. But I don't know why she did. We were horrible. We were way worse than our kids are.
She didn't have a sister across the street.
She didn't. I mean, I wonder if she even called a neighbor. Like, I wonder if she even remembers that story. I wonder if she like blocked it out or will never admit to it. Like I would never do that, girls. And that same calm voice, that same creepy, I would never do that.
That's like that whole Fortune routine where her mom's like, I never took you to a Hooters.
Yes, exactly.
That was Mom. I never left you.
Yeah,
How dare you even imply?
I am the most perfect mother. Yeah, selective memory for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, but I get it. I get it. Moms, if you're, and dads at parenting, especially during the holidays, especially on these big long breaks with your own kids, 24 hours a day. Yeah. I mean, God love you. We are all in this, and it is sucky. But they are cute and magical.
They're
and
great.
Boy, when they jump on that trampoline, it sure is cute. I watch them from afar. It's
I am
lovely.
so glad you got that trampoline.
I know.
They're at your house.
You don't see your kids anymore.
That's probably why today was so bad, because I wouldn't let them go over there because I knew you weren't there.
Oh.
And I was like, stay here.
Girl, let them go.
No.
I mean, like you could do the whole cell phone thing. Put Sophie's cell phone here and your cell phone over there and call, and then you could just watch them bounce.
There you go.
There
If
you go.
anybody breaks an arm, I'll see it. I'll
You'll
get over there.
see it. You'll get over there quickly. It'll be fine. It'll still be broken by the time you get over there. Like, what are you gonna do? Magically in 5 seconds fix it? No, they'll still be screaming and in pain.
Yeah.
Just an extra minute.
That's very true. That really it's all clicked on why today was so rough. They just never left today.
Yeah.
Anyways,
we love our kids.
Probably time to read some stories.
Yeah. But boy, we have vented to everybody for a long time.
Okay, so last week I read the story from Hallie about the phone call from Angie. Remember?
Okay. Mm-hmm. I do remember.
Her mom called.
It was good.
It was very good. So there's another one from Angie that I thought, nope.
From Hallie.
There's another one.
That'd be really weird.
Oh, so scary. If suddenly we had an
Angie like emails in. She's like, so
ring.
Ring.
That's
it's
it.
Angie.
Ooh, it'd be so scary.
From an email.
Like,
or what if just the email says,
return it.
Like the email is like ring.ring at Angie.
Okay, we made it weird. Okay. All right.
You mean I mean, well, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. I mean, whatever. I didn't say that, but I did not say it.
Yeah.
Okay. So Hallie wrote in another one and has requested that I use a DJ Khaled voice. Another one. I don't know how to do DJ Khaled.
I don't even know who DJ Khaled is. I love that Hallie loves to make you do voices. I think that is hilarious.
Oh, was it Robin Williams last
Yes.
week?
I think wasn't she the one that made you do
Why do I keep picking these?
No, but she's like, dance, little puppet, little monkey. I can get you to do whatever I want.
Oh gosh, it's true.
That's so funny.
If you want me to be a monkey, then just write in a
there
story.
You go. Now I'm gonna need to hear this. DJ Callie, is that a name?
Khaled, I think. Khaled.
Well, like, what does he sing or do?
I don't know.
Kaled.
No, it's Khaled.
DJ Kale. He's so healthy.
Past tense Kale.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. He's on.
Sing me one of his songs.
I don't think I can right now.
When he DJs, does he sing the song or does he like?
All right. No, he hollers out a lot.
Oh, what is the world coming to? This is music now.
This is what he looks like.
Oh yeah, I feel like I've seen him.
Yeah,
but I also feel like I've seen him in movies. Is he an actor?
I don't really know. I don't know these things that you're asking.
Sorry, I'm making you sweat a little bit.
Apparently one called I'm the One, Every Chance I Get, Wild Thoughts, No Brainer.
Oh, sing that one for me, Wild Thoughts.
Oh, DJ Khaled, I got some wild thoughts. I don't know.
You nailed it.
I
could picture him doing that right there.
I got so hot.
I know, I can tell you're sweating. Okay.
I love feeling cool on this podcast.
Right? And I think that's what because Hallie's a little youngin', isn't she?
I know.
So she's like, I'm gonna get him to do one from their era, Robin Williams in Vietnam. Good Morning Vietnam.
That was past my era.
It was totally past our era. Okay.
So Hallie says, 2 summers ago, I spent my summer break from college living in Henry County, right outside of Louisville, living with my friend Evie at her parents' house. For reference, her parents' house was built in the mid-1850s. Fully stocked with massive rooms and former slave quarters off to the kitchen. There's also a small graveyard around the quarter mile from the house where the original owners of the house were buried.
Wow.
There are graves for the father, one daughter who passed away at age 11, and another infant daughter.
Ooh.
I know. Evie's room is upstairs and used to be the 11-year-old daughter's room. She has had many ghostly experiences, but today I'm just sharing mine. That summer, we both slept in her bedroom. She slept on her bed in the back right corner of the room, while I occupied a sofa bed in the front left corner of the room. I could see her bed from across the room at all times. During the last week I spent at Evie's house, I would wake up in the middle of the night to a loud thump. For 3 nights in a row, I had a bottle of face serum on the nightstand next to my bed that would mysteriously fall to the floor at around 3 a.m. Every time I brushed it off that I had moved around too much in my sleep and knocked it over, but it was definitely odd.
That is odd. Like, I would notice that if 3 nights in a row, I was so restless that I knocked something over.
Yeah. At the witching hour.
At the witching hour. Like, that would be of note.
Yeah.
But I still think it's possible that it's just like,
yeah,
you're restless.
Okay. Well, that's the end of this email.
Shut your mouth.
I know.
Because you can't be, because you're like, it's so spooky. I'm like, serum falling on the floor. Come on, you can do better than that, Hallie.
On the last night of my stay, I was woken up because the same bottle that kept falling plopped right onto my left shoulder. It jolted me awake, and I was confused because there is no way it could have fallen a full foot to the right and hit me square in the shoulder. When I turned over to put the bottle back, I saw Evie hunched over a small mirror.
No. Oh my gosh, that like physically made me want to get away from you. And you're reading it.
Not me.
Oh,
I wasn't even in the room.
like further away from the story.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you. Rude.
Sorry. No, anybody hunched over.
Yeah.
You know her. Why is
Right.
she hunching over? There's no reason, Evie. I don't care if she's like looking for that serum and she's hunching. No. Go to bed, Evie.
That's the most country thing. Serum.
How do you say it?
Serum.
Syrup. I'm thinking syrup. Syrup.
Like, where's that maple syrup?
That serum. So serum good.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Why is she hunched over?
So I saw Evie hunched over a small mirror on her desk that was about 3 feet from my bed. She had gotten her nose pierced a few days before, so I assumed she had knocked her new piercing in. She had knocked her new piercing in her sleep and was scooping it out. What does that mean?
Ew.
I know, because I just got my nose pierced. And I'm like, am I going to have to scoop something?
Scoop something.
Like,
what is there to
she
scoop?
dropped it in something and is scooping it out of something? Or like, it's like in her nose cavity
I
and
don't
she's
know.
scooping.
I can't quit looking at your nose right now. I'm trying to think of what you're going to have to scoop out.
I know. I'm very paranoid about it now.
Okay, so I also like how Hallie, she's so like, I'm the same way. I'm like, I come up with a whole narrative real quickly. I'm like,
Oh,
that's
yes,
what
you do.
Yeah, like, that must be what she's doing.
Oh, she's clearly scooping inside her face.
I mean, like it could have nothing to do with the nose ring. Like she could just like have like wanted to get her cell phone. I don't know, but I love that she's like goes, oh, must be that nose ring she got. Oh, it's hilarious. Okay, go on. Oh, this is getting creepy.
The weird thing was she didn't have any lights on. I stared at her for about 2 minutes before asking what she was doing.
I'd immediately, what are you doing, Evie? I would not wait 2 minutes and watch her.
Okay.
Oh, this is horrifying. Okay,
she didn't budge. Again, I asked her what she was doing, but a little louder. This time, I heard a rustling across the room. It was Evie, sound asleep in her bed, moving around.
Oh my gosh, I'm so relieved right now.
What? Why? There's somebody hunched.
No, I don't believe in the hunched. I believe that. Oh my gosh, I can breathe again. I was thinking like Evie was like possessed in some weird like sleepwalking trance and was going to do something so scary. But now I see that the hunched figure is not Evie. It's a proposed ghost.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, man.
Way scarier.
That almost got really scary. Okay, go ahead.
I looked back at the dark figure of the short girl I had assumed was Evie.
Oof.
As she floated to the middle of the room, I panicked and threw my covers over my head. I always heard that if you look away and look back, ghosts disappear.
Yeah, we know that ain't true.
Right? From that story from Nancy.
Yeah.
It's rare that I remember like,
the name.
this person wrote that, but I remember Nancy's story and her dad
looked away and then looked back and it was still there.
It's still
They're
there.
supposed to go away.
Yes, that's in our trailer. They are supposed to go away.
That's right.
I laid there for a few minutes before slowly peeking out. The girl was still there and inching closer towards the end of my bed.
That's like the grudge shit.
I know, it's awful. I slapped around my bed until I found my phone and turned the light on. The girl immediately disappeared. With my heart pounding, I jumped out of bed and retreated to the living room where I sat the rest of the night with the TV on, too scared to go anywhere else in the house.
Well, yeah.
Isn't that terrifying?
Oh, that's horrible. That's the scariest dream I've ever heard of.
I firmly believe it was the little 11-year-old girl who used to live there, and she was just wandering around her room. It was the first and last time I have seen a ghost, and I haven't had any spooky experiences since, but I also don't sleep in that room anymore.
Right.
Anyway, hope you enjoy, and I definitely have more stories up my sleeve.
Oh, send them with more voices. So, and Aaron has to always be the one.
Who am I gonna do?
Who's gonna impersonate?
Serum.
Okay. Whew. I was really getting scared there for a minute. I'm so glad it was scared. Just a ghost. Okay. I really think that it was probably a very vivid dream. either way, terrifying. Anything. And here's the other thing. Let's just pretend it is a ghost for fun. And
Okay.
I love how she just gives her the benefit of the doubt. Like, she's probably just wandering around. Girl, she was inching toward you.
Yes, slowly.
You like said something to her.
Uh-huh.
She then turns, you close your eyes, which
I hate it. I
which
hate it.
means go away
Yeah.
in ghost language, right?
Sure.
Don't you think? If
Yeah.
you're a ghost, you say, "Oh, I'm scaring them. I should probably go away," and you
You're
like
gonna
float
be such
away.
a nice ghost.
I won't be. I'll be so horrible because I'll be the one that's like, I'm
Like,
gonna inch forward.
Oh, they're scared, are they?
Yeah, but then I would listen to Hallie's story of this, and I'd be like, "Bitch, I was trying to scare you. I wasn't wandering around. I was terrifying."
Maybe she means at first she was wandering around.
Oh, maybe. But then, like, what did she want?
That serum.
Oh, that's all she wanted. She's like so curious, like 11-year-old girl. She's
What is this?
going through adolescence. She's like, that could make my skin clear up so quickly.
I know I'm literally
what serum is?
glowing,
Serum
but
is
I
like-
would like to. Yeah,
What does serum do? What does serum do? Does it clear stuff up?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't take
see.
care of my appearance
Yeah,
at
I
all.
know, right? Right. Skin.
I'm like, wow, Hallie, you were in college and you were using serum?
I
Shit.
know. I'm like 41. I don't even know what it is.
I am behind.
Whoopsie daisy. Okay.
That whole story, the entire time I was listening to it, made me think of the first time I ever slept at Teresa's house. I almost said her whole name.
Oh.
I mean, who cares? I really feel like they don't care.
I
I
told
know,
you this from the beginning. That pisses me off so bad.
I know. I feel like
From the beginning, I'm
you
like,
finally
no one
convinced me.
cares. No one cares.
I
If they
know.
cared, they say, please don't use my name.
Well, she doesn't know I'm going to tell a story about her.
She does not. Teresa, listen. Chad, like today at lunch, was like, tell everybody on that podcast how much of a genius I am. Here's Chad Ballard is a fucking genius. He's going to write a book about relationships. It's going to save everybody's relationship. You need to listen to
I
it.
can't wait.
It's going to be great.
Pre-order it?
Yes, it's great. But the thing is, if I just said Chad is a genius, could be a million Chads.
Yeah.
Chad fucking Ballard
Well,
is who I'm talking about.
my story's not very nice about Teresa.
Oh, well, go ahead. She'll love it anyway. Go
yeah,
ahead.
no, my story, I've told her. She definitely knows it. But Teresa's, maybe
It'd be
the-
weird if she didn't know a story about herself.
Yeah, I'm just telling everybody behind her back.
Yeah.
That would be so mean. Why would we
Now,
still be
that
friends?
would be gossip spreading, and that would be mean.
No, she definitely knows the story because
Okay.
Teresa is probably the nicest person I know. Just like naturally,
Yeah. Sends out a Christmas card and like what? Hand writes? Like hand
writes messages, different messages to each
every
family.
person. Yeah.
She's so nice. I
Who
don't.
does that? That's amazing.
I know. I don't know why she likes me, but
Yeah.
the first night I spent the night at her house was when I realized she's not very nice when she's tired
Oh.
or
Mm.
asleep.
There's a limit.
Yeah. So she had this really cool big room. This is what I was picturing the whole time because
Yeah.
she had like a nice big bed, but then she
Uh-huh.
also had like a little trundle bed off to the side. So
Uh-huh.
I was on this bed, first time ever spending the night.
hmm
And I woke up in the middle of the night with like my teeth chattering. I was so cold.
no.
I was like, oh my gosh, I'm freezing. So I climb out of bed and I'm like, Teresa. And she goes, what?
Oh,
like, Oh,
that's
um,
that's not the light, breezy,
yeah,
floating.
it's not anything I've ever
Yes,
known.
Aaron, how can I accommodate you?
Right. And we're still like new friends.
Right.
So I was like, oh, I'm so sorry, but I am so cold.
Mhm.
Do you have an extra blanket anywhere? And she was like, ugh,
Oh.
in the closet. I was like, okay.
Oh,
So I
it's
could
so not
go
like
to the
her.
closet. I only see towels.
Oh no.
So I cover myself with
Oh,
as many towels as I can.
oh
And
no.
then the next morning I wake up and I look over at her. She looks like the Princess and the Pea.
Oh.
She's like all sprawled out in the
She's
bed.
so beautiful.
Her huge comforter is on the freaking
Oh,
floor.
because she's so hot.
Yeah. And I was like, are you kidding me? And she was like, what? I said, I woke up freezing last night and you told me to get towels. And she was like, what are you talking about?
oh no.
Look at me. I am covered in every towel you own. She was like, oh, she was so embarrassed. She's like, I'm so sorry. You were so mean when I woke you
Oh,
up.
no.
She was like, I did not know. I don't remember it at
Oh.
all. It was pretty funny.
Oh, bless her. She is so sweet. I could not even
know.
imagine her ever having a mean bone in her body, but apparently a sleeping one.
I know. I think it's the little, not tuffle. Wasn't a fight, but it was like a little. It was the only little thing that like got us over that awkward
Mhm.
new friend stage to be
Mhm.
like, ha, we're comfortable.
Is it called a tuffle? What's a tuffle?
No, a scuffle. It wasn't physical. It was like a little fight. I feel like that's a tuffle.
That's not a word.
That's what I'm going to call it from now on.
Oh, for sure. Whatever.
It
Duffel.
makes sense. It
You said
wasn't
it with
physical.
such confidence that I'm like, Xenia Rack. Oh, is that Tuffle? I've never heard
Your
that word.
face got real weird looking, and I was like, why is she looking like that?
I was waiting for my timing. I was like, I've got to let her finish this
Okay.
sentence before I call her out on Tuffle.
Okay, you're probably right.
And full disclosure, I have no idea what you said after Tuffle.
I'm just saying.
Stopped listening.
Hey, believers.
And skeptics.
Well, we've got something you can both enjoy. The Speed Art Museum is having an exhibit called The Supernatural America. It examines the artwork that has shaped our collective imagination of the supernatural and paranormal and asks why America is haunted. This exhibit runs until January 2nd.
Museum hours are Friday 1 to 8 p.m., Saturday and Sunday 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Masks are required to enter the museum. What a fun way for all skeptics
And believers.
to get the shit scared out of them, but in a classy way. Oh, well, now that we got that Tuffle out of the way, let's move on to Christina, the lovely Christina. We won't say her last name, but she has been a fan favorite and has written another story.
And is a Patreon.
And it's the trifecta. I don't want to say she's our favorite, but she might be. She's not. Everybody else simmer down. It's fine.
We
She
love you
might
all
be.
the same.
We love, oh man, I think that's so funny. Back when we used to, who do you love the most, Mom? Who do you love the most? It was always me, but
Sure.
okay. Okay, so her title is I Saw Dead People, I Think. Maybe. I love that title. Hi, Aaron and Megan and Kilo and 8-Ball and Ellie and Arlo.
Oh my gosh.
Like she's so recent. She included Arlo, the new
Sorry,
puppy.
guys. She is the favorite.
Okay.
That's so
Yep.
sweet.
It's official. It's official. If she
All the
weren't already
pets.
fan favorite, she would be again.
She missed Rosie the tortoise, but I don't post about
You
Rosie
don't.
that
Yeah,
often.
that's okay. By the way, I know you're like, well, of course you haven't. I've not read this. Not you. I mean, everybody else.
Right.
Everybody else is going to go, oh, yeah, of course she hasn't. I have not read this yet, so we're going in cold. I haven't written a story in a long time, so I guess I should. I've been meaning to, but it's hard to put into words because this was one of the weirdest things I've ever experienced. Ever is in
Ooh, I
capital
love it.
letters. My first story was in episode 6 about how my grandma and my aunt came to visit me the night my aunt died. To give a quick recap, I heard them talking in our bedroom and my grandma saying how glad she was to see my family since she didn't get to meet my husband or my daughter as she died when I was 16.
Hmm.
Our bedroom filled with light.
Oh,
yeah.
yes. I do remember that.
Yeah. Isn't it weird? I can picture the bedroom.
Oh,
I
yeah.
know, but can't you?
Yeah.
Like, because in my mind, the imagery is still there
Mm-hmm.
of what I imagined her bedroom looks like. If you didn't catch all that.
Do you have a weird past with Christina? I don't know.
No,
about-
I'm just saying, like, that's really
Yeah.
funny how, like, instantly I can go right back into that bedroom, but it's just in my imagination.
Right.
Our bedroom filled with light, and there was nowhere the light could have been shining from, or nowhere else those voices could have come from. Which I'm like, there could have been, because I remember debunking that, Christina. But that's fine. It's okay. It's your story. One of the things that I mentioned in my story is that we heard a woman's voice in our house one other time, and it wasn't my aunt or my grandma. Our house had been owned by the 90-year-old landlady's family for a few generations, and her mom used to live there before she died, and it was converted into a top/bottom duplex. We bought a spirit box to see if we could ever get answers about the other woman that we heard. Right? You know all about those spirit
I
boxes.
do.
But we've never gotten any responses and only heard static. And then in parentheses, it probably doesn't help that we're usually pretty drunk by the time we try to use it.
That's
LOL.
the only way I'd be able to use
Oh
it.
my gosh, let's totally do that. That sounds like a blast.
I might do a spirit. Not in my house, but I would definitely do that anywhere else.
But drunk?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Drunk. For
Okay.
sure.
Oh.
At my house, maybe even drunk. Sober. Anywhere.
Oh,
But my
okay.
house.
Okay. Cool. What's
That-
going to happen
That
in your
makes sense. Oh, because I don't want to know. I don't want to talk to the ghosts in my house.
Why not? They're like, if you feel like you're living with them,
I
you don't want to
know,
get
but
to
it's
know
like,
them.
right now, we're cool.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Like, what if he says something?
What if he starts complaining about all of your annoying habits?
Yeah. What
Your
if we like
thick
disagree on everything politically, and then I have to just
Oh, that would suck.
live with this guy in my
Ugh,
house?
That would
I
suck.
can't imagine. Anthony, I'm sure you're around, and I'm sure you're fine.
Oh, you're going to hear about that later.
What, from Anthony?
I feel like it.
No.
I still wanted to know if I could find out more. So when our local psychic/spiritualist group had a get together, I love this, had a get together.
Yeah.
Listen to what the get together's for. Like just, a little gathering to help lost souls cross over.
Oh my gosh. Do they have these everywhere?
I know. That's what I'm thinking. Like
I want to go.
our local psychic/spirit. Do we have a local one here?
I don't know. We've been talking about how we need to get more stories. That's where we go.
Ding, 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 ding. I decided to go.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So here I am in this room full of people I've never met before, which is already excruciating as I am an introvert. It was a mostly empty room with a few small bookcases, a desk, but mostly chairs set in a square with the corners opened. And the new weird people, a little judgmental there, Christina, hopefully none of them are listening to this, are all talking about spirit and how spirit was moving me to talk to them. Even as a believer, I was low-key freaking out and wondering what the fuck I gotten myself into.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'd be like, is this a cult? What is going on here? Like what, or is this like some sort of sacrificial, like what's about to happen?
Yeah, right.
Ooh.
Okay. I still want to go to one though.
Oh, 100%.
Okay, cool. Just making sure we're both still down.
Oh my gosh, we would get kicked out so fast.
You would?
No, we would make each other
laugh and then you'd get me kicked out.
Yes, we almost get kicked out of church every time we go.
Every time.
It's horrible. Okay. Finally, it starts and the leader has us go into a guided meditation. This is when shit gets really weird.
Oh, I don't like a group meditation situation.
I've done lots of group meditations.
Well, you're a little creepy.
He tells us to close our eyes and concentrate on the middle of the square we are sitting in and imagine there being a light. All of a sudden, I start feeling a yellow glow in the middle of the room. With my eyes closed, I couldn't actually see it, but I could see the light through my eyelids.
For everyone who's not watching her, she just did air quotes.
Air quotes around the word see. Yes, sorry, I forgot we're doing a podcast.
All right.
Yeah, okay. So stupid. Then he asks us to imagine it growing larger and filling the whole room. And I do. And the very top of my head started feeling hot.
What?
And then it started moving down my body, almost like someone poured hot water on top of my head, but really, really slowly. It was so weird.
Oh my gosh. Have you ever had anything like that?
Yeah.
In group meditation?
Well, your body feels sensations. Like you can actually, there's a whole series of things you can do. And I'm sure it has a term, like people listen to this who know how to do meditations. Like I am a very novice. I taught guided meditation for a while. That sounds so weird to teach something you're very novice at, but I taught it to children and it wasn't really called that. But long story short, through a program that I used to teach, I would do kind of like guided meditations. So I then practiced a bunch of them.
Yeah.
So you can bring sensations to the body for sure by just using the brain. One that we would do often is recreate a memory or like bring up that memory to the forefront and like physically, what did you feel like? And you're so into that guided meditation, your body starts to feel like it did during that memory. So if the memory is like something positive and happy, it's a good thing that you can bring that back up. You can teach yourself how to bring that back up like during stressful times so that then, you can remember this stress is temporary.
Yeah.
And then I can, so anyway, definitely. But I'm not doing a very good job of explaining it, but it is definitely possible for sure.
All right.
For your brain to feel sensations that aren't really there.
Okay.
During a guided meditation. But this guy sounds really good.
I guess.
Yeah. Shortly after that, he asks souls that haven't crossed over to come into the room.
Oh, no.
That's like a big invite.
Oh,
like,
my gosh.
How about we say like nice souls?
Right.
Or souls that don't want to harm us come into the room.
Yeah.
And,
I'm so excited.
Right? Our eyes are now open, and it seems like there are way more shadows in the room than there should be.
Ooh.
In a mostly dark room full of people sitting down and being still. If I look at them, they're just shadows. But if I look to the center where I can almost see the yellow column of light, I can see these weird neon outlines of people.
What?
I know. Like those neon drawings from the 90s. And she gives a picture.
I've never seen that before.
I haven't either.
And I lived through the 90s.
Yeah, they look like little church choir neon. Yeah. I don't know. We can post it on Instagram and Facebook. See if anybody else has seen it.
My first thought was like those little metal knuckles you wear.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But with a
What are
with
those
collars.
called? Nunchucks? No, those are like
No,
the
I think they're called brass knuckles.
brass
Ducks.
nunchucks.
That's a stretch.
Yeah.
Knuckles. Knuckles is part of it.
Okay.
I know, I'm sorry.
So you couldn't come up with it either for a good
I
solid
got the word
minute.
knuckles.
And you're going to be real embarrassed about this. Your nose ring is fully showing at the bottom.
Mortified.
No, at the
I
bottom.
gotta scoop it.
You got to scoop.
It's
I was
been
like,
good.
she has got this really weird metal booger hanging out of her nose. I was
No,
like, oh yeah,
no.
nose ring. Like this, but they weren't in suits and ties, which is funny. And more like actual people than stylized sign people. And I couldn't see them all that sharp at the same time. They were several rows deep like this. So in this picture that she's got, it's got like stacked people
Okay.
that are neon, that are all wearing suits and ties, which are really weird.
But that's not what
But-
hers were.
No, they were stacked together like that, neon people. And she's seeing this in the middle of this square, but only if she looks like,
At the center. So
At
they're
the
like
very-
in her peripheral. She's
Yeah.
like seeing them towards it.
I think if she looks in the center of the square, they're not in the center of the square.
Okay.
It's like those
They're all
shadows
around.
that she's seeing around the room become that.
Oh my gosh. I cannot wait to go to one of these.
Okay.
Does that sound amazing?
Oh, it sounds awesome. And it also, I mean, like, I am picturing this room 100% looking like the scene from the movie Ghost with Whoopi Goldberg.
Yeah, like at the end. Oh,
no,
like when
like-
she's in the seance room?
Yeah,
Oh, that's
yeah.
funny.
I
I
was
was
totally
picturing,
what I'm picturing.
Like a big gym auditorium, and they're all like in those metal chairs,
uh-huh.
almost like an AA meeting. I don't know why.
Interesting.
But
Well,
that's
maybe
what I
these
thought.
lost souls are AA members. I don't know. Okay.
Maybe it's a sign that I need to start going to AA.
No, that
that's not
could
right.
okay. It would have been creepy if I wasn't trying my best to convince myself that I was making this up in my head.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Right?
That would be you.
Yep, that would be me. There was a ton of weird shit that happened, but the two things that most freaked me out were that at one point, okay, sorry, it took me a minute to realize what's happening.
We didn't read that fully.
I know. I'm going to explain it first.
Okay.
The sentence that I'm about to read, it took me a minute, but I'm going to remind you they're in a square. Their chairs
Okay.
are in a square, and there's, except for the corners are opened.
Okay.
Okay. So
Okay.
that's important to remember.
Is Christina on one of the corner, like in?
Okay.
ends?
Listen to what she says.
Oh.
The leader told the woman across the corner opening. So
Okay.
she's like close to that one of those openings
Uh-huh.
from me to put her hand down into the opening. And he said you could feel the spirits passing through. I put my hand down there too and could feel an actual breeze moving between the chairs.
Oh my
The
gosh.
breeze started moving up my arm and then across my back, almost like someone was hugging me from behind. My
Aw.
whole arm and upper back turned ice cold. Yeah, cute for a minute.
But it's also like maybe they were scared to move on.
Maybe. Or
You're
maybe you're like, get your
holding on?
cold, dead soul away
Oh.
from me.
That's how I know you never listened to Twilight. Cold and dead skin. I'm like, sounds like Edward.
Ew, you're so weird. You're like the
I mean-
weirdest person I know.
Dead, but he was dead. He like hard, like granite. So
Oh my
dreamy.
gosh. I wish you all could see her dreamy face right now. It is ridiculous. Okay. Oh my gosh. You're so weird. Literally the weirdest person I know. Where's that?
Sorry. The cold hug.
That just sounds like a dream, that cold, dead hug. Of course, being a good skeptical believer, I immediately started looking around for an AC register.
Mm.
But the only one was on the ceiling, and it was completely across the room. And there was no fan, and there had not been a breeze in the room at all up until this point.
Huh.
After the whole thing was over, I also kind of looked around to see if there could have been a hidden fan. But there was nothing that could have hidden a fan, and I was by the only door. I can't explain it. The other thing that happened was that the other people in the room started talking about someone they were seeing and how he was old, like from the Wild West times. I kept getting this weird image in my mind, like Sam Elliott in Tombstone. Oh, Sam Elliott's hot.
See that guy who's in that old people show, Grace and Frankie?
Is he? I don't know. All
Like,
I know
first
is like
season's got a real deep
Roadhouse.
voice. I don't know.
Was that your Sam Elliott impression?
It's the impression of the guy I'm thinking of. White beard or white mustache.
Yeah, hot.
Yeah.
Like the older he gets, the hotter he gets.
I think I did a really good Sam Elliott impression.
Yeah, you did. It was good. It was good.
Better than my DJ Khaled.
Definitely. That's because Sam Elliott's from your era.
Oh, kinda.
No, he's really not. He's way older than both of us. But hot. Like, how does he keep getting hotter?
I don't know. It's not fair.
It is not fair, you stupid men. It's because we're raising these babies for them. Ugh. Okay,
it is not fair.
Don't get me started. Okay. I love
Dad
you.
jokes all the time that he gets better looking every day, and he really does.
I know.
He was the weirdest looking kid I've ever seen. I'm like, you are like, now you're a handsome man.
I know.
And you were not. I don't know how you landed mom.
Yeah, I know, right?
Hot.
She was hot. Mm-hmm. Okay.
I mean, she is hot. She's gorgeous.
Totally. Okay, so she's imagining Sam Elliott in Tombstone. But I told myself I was being influenced by the other people in the room, so I kept trying to ignore it. They kept talking about this person and how important he was in his town. They said he might have been the sheriff or the mayor. My brain kept saying, no, he's the Undertaker. Ooh, weird. But again, I was just telling myself that I was being influenced by the other people around me. So I didn't say anything, even though we were encouraged to speak up if we felt anything. This place is wild.
I want to go so bad.
Right? Eventually, after everyone else was talking about this man and how they could see him and how he was dressed, and they were describing Sam Elliott from Tombstone. She says in parentheses. I love it. One of them says, I think he's the coffin builder or the mortician or something. And someone else says, the Undertaker. And they all agreed, what the fuck?
Huh.
So she's already thinking Undertaker. And they're all kind of like brainstorming.
Wow.
And then somebody gets to Undertaker.
So while they were discussing this, she was like, no, he's the Undertaker.
In her mind.
But she didn't say anything, even though, okay.
Yeah, because like it started off with them all saying like, oh, he's important, like the mayor. And she's like, no. Like as soon as somebody said mayor, she was like, no, I know he's the Undertaker. Even though she's like.
That is so weird.
Right?
That is so weird. I can't wait for it to debunk.
Oh, yeah, me either. I gotta get my shit together. Okay. Then they all said that they saw the spirit step out from behind where I was sitting, and he went to the yellow column of light and passed on. I didn't see that picture in my mind anymore.
Goodbye, Edward.
Oh, goodbye, Sam Elliott. I'd be like, come back here.
Was it the same guy?
Yeah, that's what she just said.
Oh.
It said
the guy who was hugging her? The person that was hugging her?
No. That already happened.
Oh. Okay.
Now she's saying like this person that they were all seeing.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. This person that they were all seeing suddenly passed on.
Okay.
I didn't see that picture in my mind anymore because like she's like visualizing all of this.
Yeah.
I didn't see anyone leave or any change in the column of light. I saw/felt in the middle of the room, but that picture in my mind was gone, and my brain didn't tell me anything else about him. That column of light, whether it was there or not, she doesn't know if she saw it or she was feeling it.
Okay.
It was just that strong presence. Okay. Overall, it was one of the single weirdest experiences I have ever had in my life. It sounds like it. I went back the next month for a different class that the group was putting on, and I think I saw my guardian angels/spirit guides. But again, I still question what I saw. I wanted to go back for a third month in a row, but the third month started sounding like a cult. No, I said that. She did not say that. I put that in there. Sorry, Christina. She's funny. She'll think it's funny. But the third month was March 2020, and we all know what started happening then. I've gone back to a few more classes since things started opening up. One was about flame reading. Interesting. And the most recent one was about reading auras. I'm going this week.
I would love to have my auras read. My aura. Singular, I think.
See, I don't know what I believe about auras. It is energy.
Energy you put off.
It's the energy you're putting off, but I don't know that it can be read.
I feel like it can be read.
Okay.
If you feel like you can walk into a room and feel an energy.
Yeah.
And I feel like you should be able to feel like some people can put it off so much that other people can
but
pick up on it. Not even put it off so much, but some people can be more sensitive to that energy.
Okay. Like some people can read it more. Not. I don't know. There's so many questions there. Like, I wonder if they get to a person like, I can't read your aura. Like, you're not putting off enough energy.
Yeah.
That's so sad. You're dead. Oh, it took a turn there at the end. I'm going this week to a
Mm.
burning bowl ceremony to help release things from 2021. Lord, it's a lot of unpacking there.
Yeah, how big's the bowl?
Whew, right? That I no longer need. Let's hope I can release a lot because I think for me, 2021 sucked more than 2020. I've heard that a lot.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah. Well, I think like, not that a pandemic is exciting, but in the very beginning of it, it's like, oh my gosh,
Like, the
like a
novelty of
buzz,
it.
the novelty. It's like, what the hell? You know, it's like,
Yeah.
and then that finally wears off and it's like, no, really, what in the hell are we
Yeah.
left with? Yeah. So yeah, I
don't
get
think
that.
we're anywhere near being over.
No, we're not. We're not. If you're interested, I will be more than glad to keep you updated on my adventures.
Yes, please.
Please, with the local psychic/spiritualists. It's seriously been a wild ride. I love her. I love her bravery. She's like,
Yeah.
I want to know more about this topic.
Yeah.
I'm just going to find this group and go for it.
Yeah. I want to know how she found this group because I want to
Yeah.
find the one in Louisville.
Yeah. The way she says it so like casually, it's like, duh, everybody has a local psychic/spiritualist group.
Yeah.
And it sounds like they have just one, you know,
Yeah.
like it's our local one.
Right.
And so it's so interesting. Sending you lots of love and best wishes for 2022. She is our favorite until we get another favorite. But for right now, Christina, you're a hit girl. Oh my gosh. And that story is,
I know, it's wild.
it's wild. Okay. So I guess my debunking would be, I don't know like the psychology. I think psychology is fascinating, first of all. I don't know near enough about it. I went into it in college as my first major and then realized there's not much you can do with that unless you go all the way.
Yeah.
And I was not prepared to go all the way in medical school. I mean, yeah, there's a joke and there's I saw your face. I saw your face. You wanted to so bad. Anyway, get your mind out of the gutter, Aaron Taylor. But I wasn't ready to go. No, I can't do anything with that.
Sorry.
Okay. Well, I guess what I'm saying is like when I watch mob mentality happen,
Yeah.
that
It's
is
weird.
so interesting. That is like the most interesting, fascinating. And I see it in my kids.
Yeah.
Like I see good kids that I talk to individually,
Yeah.
good hearts, you know, one-on-one. They're great. Like I really feel like I know them well.
Yeah.
And then let's say a sub comes in and they will gang up. They will group together
Mhm.
and gang up on this poor person and be horrible. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I cannot. And then I'll get them in my office and they're crying. And like, I know I can't believe I did it either. And I'm like, what causes that? You know, it's
Yeah.
so fascinating. So to get a group of people together, you know, and then you have cults, you have like all of these interesting things where you're like, I get one person, but having multiple people together
Yeah.
who all of a sudden believe in this like very interesting you hear my words I'm trying to pick, very weird things, you know, happen.
Yeah.
Like cults. I'm specifically talking about cults right now.
Yeah.
And I don't think that this is a cult that Christina's in. I don't think it is. If it is, then
Yeah.
get out of that, Christina, and good luck.
No,
But-
it doesn't sound like it yet.
Right. No, it doesn't. It sounds like a group and they're, you know, they're not pressuring you to, I hope, do things that you're not comfortable with. But it's still fascinating that you could get together. And like she said, the power of persuasion,
Right.
I think is so strong.
Yeah, but it's interesting that she's very aware of that.
You're right. She was very aware of that. So she was kind of skeptical in that mind frame. But even as a skeptic,
Yeah.
that doesn't necessarily mean you can't be, you know, persuaded.
Yeah. I don't know. The fact that she was thinking Undertaker
Yeah.
before anybody said it.
Mm-hmm.
And then somebody else said Undertaker.
Yeah, but also that could be in the way someone described them because she's sitting here listening to so many people describe this one, and like they're like chiming in.
Yeah.
To me, it sounds like, so then one person says this and then one. So the image she's building in her mind is going off of what these other people are saying.
Yeah.
And it could have been like something in the way he was dressed that they said that all of a sudden that put Undertaker in her mind. And because she likes Tombstone or whatever, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
so that's,
what does he play in Tombstone? I've never seen the movie.
I don't know, but I'm going to go watch it now that I know Sam Elliott's in it because he is hot. But I really think I have a thing for Sam Elliott. I
I
don't
think
know.
you do too.
I
and
didn't
also feel like I
realize-
need to double check that I'm thinking of the right person.
That would be hilarious if it was not Sam Elliott. The Sam Elliott I'm thinking of.
Oh yeah,
That-
it is.
Let me see him. Hot.
Yeah,
Look
it's
at
a, it was a
him.
good stash.
Dang.
I did a spot on Sam Elliott impression.
It was. Let's hear it again.
Now I can't do it. Now I got too much pressure.
Yeah, so I think that there was probably a lot to do. And still in that like sensation, you know, she's still in that guided meditation. She's still in that power of persuasion. And he says to put your hand down there. And she is like in that moment expecting to feel something. Like,
Yeah.
so it sounds very like, I don't know if this place is legit and it is like those things do exist, then there you go. I'm not going to like discredit somebody's living or whatever. But in my mind, I think it was just very persuasive.
If I found one, would you really go with me?
100%.
Oh my gosh.
I think
if
it would
I
be
start
fascinating.
getting sucked in and feel like it is a cult, will
Oh,
you
I'll
pull me
totally
out?
pull you out because I will not get sucked in. I
I
will
feel
tell
like
you
I
that.
could be sucked into a cult so freaking
I
fast.
think you would too. And
I
I would
know.
come save you.
I know.
I would not get sucked in. The minute somebody started talking about like, I have to give up shit, I'm like, I tried Whole30 for 30 days and that shit sucked.
It sucked. I still can't drink coffee creamer.
I know.
ruined
I'm going to go
coffee for
back
me.
to it though.
I've tried. I
Maybe I am.
can't.
I'm in a Whole30 cult.
No, I have
Oh.
tried. It tastes horrible to me now. I can't drink it.
Oh, coffee creamer? No,
Yeah.
I'm going to go back to Whole30.
Oh no, I'm not
Yeah.
doing that ever again. That's so bad. No,
It
thank you.
did, but I'm like, I got to do something to feel healthier.
Okay. Well, thank you for your stories, Hallie and Christina.
Yes.
So
thank you.
good. They were
So good.
Really good. And I really did not want to do this tonight.
I know.
Nobody worry. We love, like, this is usually my favorite night, but tonight
Yeah.
I was like, I just want to sit and
Yeah.
talk, which is what we were doing, but it's work too.
Right.
But I'm glad we did because
This is like guided talk.
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't like to be told what to do.
I know.
No.
Boy, she is revolting against this podcast.
I'm not. I really do like it. I love it.
I want some more of it. I tried so hard. I
Oh my
can't
God,
rise above
This
it.
is our most
Don't
country
know what
episode.
it is that little girl's loving, but I like it. I love it. I want some more of it.
I
Also,
really
that's disgusting. Like little.
Ew. Ew. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Speaking of, I was playing crossword, and I might cut this all out because I don't know if it's funny if you're not mom's daughter.
Okay, go for it.
But
I'll find it hilarious. Go ahead.
we were playing crossword, and one of the things was like the word panties was in it, which was
Oh, that's
automatically
weird.
like ew, ew. And when it got to it, I was like, Mom, that's not what it's spelling. And she's like, I think it is. I'm like,
Oh.
ew, gross. So, anyways, my mind's already in the gutter now.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm looking around, and sometimes when a word's almost filled in, I'm like, oh, I bet I know what this word is.
Mhm.
And then I'll go back and read the clue.
Hmm.
And I got to blank UNT. I was like,
Cunt.
oh my gosh. I said, Mom, I don't know what this word is, but it looks like a very bad word. And she was like, well, what is it? So I read the clue. Like, every niece has one.
A cunt.
An aunt. Should have said nephew. I don't remember what the clue was. But
No, that's
she immediately said aunt. And then she sat for a minute and was like, oh, Aaron Taylor.
I can just hear her. Oh, that's
Mom,
hilarious.
I'm sorry. It was blank UNT.
I was thinking, I wonder if she even knows what that cuss word
Oh,
is.
she did. She knew. And I sat there for a minute like, oh, maybe we won't talk about it. She was like, Aaron Taylor. Like, sorry, Mom.
Yeah, she'll never like get over that thinking that you know that. Like, my daughter knows what a cunt is. That's
Yeah.
blowing my mind. You know, like that. I remember sitting around a table with a buddy of mine, and he has that weird thing with their tongue. I'm not gonna say weird. He has this thing with his tongue that is like when he folds his tongue, you can see all like these little creases. Have you ever seen somebody that has a tongue like that?
Yeah, because I know who you're talking about. I've seen his tongue.
Okay. So like a large percentage of the population has that.
Really?
Right. It's interesting. So I don't know what it's called, but it definitely, it's not like it's just, it like doesn't hurt.
It's just a difference.
It's just a
weird-
difference. Yeah. And he's showing us because I'm like, Mom, look at his tongue. It's so bizarre. And not the nicest thing to do to him.
I hate the story because I know what it's
Oh
gonna
my
be. It's
gosh.
so gross.
But he shows it And mom is sitting there with her girlfriend sitting right next to her and is like, oh man, I bet the ladies love him. And she thought she A, said it quiet enough that I didn't hear it. And then B, when I did hear it, and I was like, mother. She's like, you don't know what I'm talking about. I'm like, how would I not know what you're talking about? That is disgusting, mom. He is like, and at the time we were both like 16 years old. I'm like,
Yeah.
he's 16 and you were like an old lady. And I cannot believe you were just talking like, yeah. So she was, I then got in trouble because I knew what her crude joke was about. She like sent me to my room. I'm like, mom, you should not know what I meant by that. I'm like,
Oh
you
my
are the
gosh.
one that said it. How is that? That is so twisted.
Right.
Oh, I love her, mom. She's so damn funny.
Okay, anyways, on to fan favorite.
Oh, yes, after all that tongue talk. Okay. I can't get over that story, though, that Christina story. That
I
is,
know. How weird.
boy, that is a wild
As soon as we're
story.
done here, I'm going to look up
Yes.
local spiritualists.
Yes, see if we got one. So I fully admit I am a slacker yet again.
It's been a while since either of us have slacked.
I know. And it was time. It was time that I get back on that Slack wagon, and here I am. But I did ask somebody. Now, granted, it was about 20 minutes before this podcast that we were and they have not gotten back to me yet. So you came in with a save.
Nice. I did. My friend Preston, actually, it's like a psychic connection.
Oh, interesting.
Sent me a text.
Was it your local psychic?
It was my local psychic
Okay.
connection.
Okay.
Sent me a text while we're recording,
Uh-huh.
talking about how she said, we're having a few friends over, which also rude. Invite me over. No, I'm kidding.
Come on, Preston. You almost made it fan favorite. We're taking it back.
I take it back. No, I'm kidding. Talking about ghosts. So wish you were here for her story. Well, there's one way to remedy that.
Yeah.
You invite
Send it
me.
in. Oh.
Oh, yeah. No, she said she's going to send it in to you.
Okay.
So that's why I'm like, oh, you'd be perfect fan favorite because you're clearly telling them you need to write this in.
Yeah, I love it.
And Dave, her husband, very long explanation of ghosts because of the fifth dimension.
Oh, interesting.
She said, I'm going to send you this weird voice memo I took of Dave explaining the fifth dimension, which I'm sure is going to be great.
That's hilarious.
So I've talked about her cookies before. We went to school together for art education, and then she went on a different path like we all did when we first got started.
Right.
But she eventually decided to quit her job and focus completely on these sugar cookies, and they are the most
beautiful
sugar cookies I have ever seen. First of all, I was always very jealous of Preston. She is so talented. I mean, like anything she touches is like, oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, those people.
Like you should create wallpaper. Like, I don't know. It's like, it's gorgeous. And I just want to stare at it.
Yeah.
So she started designing these cookies, which we went out to dinner one time. And she said, I started the sentence like, has anybody else? And she was like, started designing cookies. And I was like, no, that's not where. She was like, oh my gosh, I really thought you were going to say started decorating cookies. I was like, I was not going to say that. But she makes the most gorgeous cookies. And she's got a pretty good following on, oh my gosh, never mind.
She don't need us to
She's got a huge following,
Blow.
35.5 thousand followers.
Holy shit. How about you tell them about us, Preston?
Yeah, Preston, make
Come
us
on.
a ghost one.
You want to be our fan favorite, get your shit together and make us a My Skeptical Sister cookie. Then you really will earn fan favorite.
Oh my gosh, absolutely. Wow, that is so many followers. But if you're not following her yet, you need to go.
Yeah.
Go to Sweet June Bakery at Instagram. And if you're local, order her cookies because not only do they look amazing,
yeah,
they're delicious.
Are they? I've never eaten them, but
they're so good. I'm always like, these won't be good. And they're so good.
I didn't realize cookies could be beautiful.
Oh my
gosh. And I think, didn't you go to like a cookie decorating class?
She hosts classes where she teaches you how to do it.
That's so cool. Well, I just remember you sending me pictures and I'm like, what? That's crazy. And so cool. And then I started like looking through her pictures. I'm like, what? These are cookies?
I know. They're
like
beautiful.
Mind blowing.
I know. And she sometimes does those little videos where it's like,
fast forward.
Yeah.
Oh, I love those videos.
It's so fun to watch. It is so cool. I love all of it. Trick is to making like those shiny. Maybe I'm giving away trade secrets. You use you use vodka as part of it. Like you
do.
Mix it with this powder and you have to do it before the vodka dries. And you do it really, really fast.
Yeah, and then you dip your cookie in the vodka afterwards.
It is so cool. Like the cheaper the vodka, the better.
Oh, okay. Well, now we're talking college days, but that's okay.
But yeah, it's like got a higher, I don't know,
Alcohol content.
alcohol content,
Mhm.
and it keeps that powder. I don't know. It's very interesting. Like
Wow.
it's like science.
Well, it sounds like science. I bet she's a skeptic because she's such a high level science girl.
I don't know. But anyways,
Hmm.
so go to check out Sweet June Bakery.
And I
on
love that
Instagram.
name,
I
Sweet
know.
June. Does
It's
she
for
have
her
a
grandma?
Oh, is her grandmother's name June, I guess?
Mhm.
Or is her grandmother's name Sweet?
Pretty sure it's June, and she's a sweet lady.
I love that. Sweet June. That's so sweet.
So go check out her Instagram page, and if you're local, get those cookies. You will not regret it. If you can somehow weasel away into getting an invite to her kids' birthday parties, I would suggest it.
That's a long game.
They are so much fun.
You're setting boy Preston up for something here.
They're so fun.
Gosh.
And she's putting a pool in right now.
Oh,
I cannot
shit.
wait for the summer.
Okay. We got to find out what school her kids go to.
Yeah.
B, what are the teachers'
No,
names?
don't stalk her kids.
C, how do we get our kids to get into her kids' school?
I'm already in.
And then, well, you're in, but the rest of us have got to figure out a way.
I'm taking it all back. Don't be weird with her kids.
You just said figure out a way to go. Well, guess what? I'm doing it right now, especially when you said pool. Man, I was like on board. I'm like, Preston, I need to get in there.
You do need to get in there.
She's
a fun friend to have.
Yeah, cookie making. Hello. I like cookies. I like vodka. I like that you put the two together. It sounds interesting. Let's do this.
All right. Well, thank you, Preston, for being a great fan favorite and for giving
spreading our word.
The next 2 weeks off because I don't have to do a fan favorite. It's all you.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Listen, it could be you, listener out there.
Yeah.
All you got to do is be my favorite. And here's how you can do that.
We're getting a little drunk over here. Can you tell?
Yeah, a little bit. Here's what I love. I love a good review.
Oh my gosh.
We love a good review.
Yeah.
I don't know how many times I can say it. I feel like I say it every week.
Yeah.
Love it.
We literally do.
We literally say it every week. Love a good review. Love a good story. Love some light banter on Facebook. Yeah. Boy, is that fun. I love that. TikTok. I have no idea what happens on there, but if Erin sees it, she'll let me know. I'm down.
Well, let me go ahead and brag for a minute that I've been working all day on getting our website.
Oh, yes.
Okay. I cannot take any
credit. The chef's kiss. You did it with
chef's kiss.
Stephanie and Bob's help.
Stephanie is really all to give the credit to.
Yeah.
Because I would start it and be like, I don't know how to do this. And she'd be like, okay, I got it. So really it's Stephanie. She's already been our fan favorite, but girl.
I mean, she's forever a fan favorite. Like she's
Absolutely.
our girl. She is with us, ride or die.
Yes, absolutely. So
what if she's like, not really?
She's like, you guys are fine.
Yeah, you're fine. This is a one-way thing.
Yeah, now we're getting a little annoying.
Y'all are a little clingy. You keep asking me how to do this damn website, and I'm a teacher trying to get my work done.
But I think it's as good as it's going to be for a long time. Like,
okay,
it's
nice,
great right now. So
nice.
Instead of giving us the big spiel of write in here and do this and do that,
shortening it,
the only thing I'm going to say is you still need to go and rate, review, and
definitely.
subscribe.
Always.
But for everything else, you want to submit a story, go to our website. You want to find out about Patreon, go to our website.
Mm-hmm.
You want to find merchandise. You want to get stickers or a magnet.
Go
to our website. It's all there. You can find everything. So
now you got to tell them what the website is.
And real quick, we're also getting a P.O. box that we will get in the next few weeks. We've already, delegated some money. So we will have a P.O. box there. It'll be under contacts. It's coming soon.
Love it.
Go to our website at www.myskepticalsister.com.
I love it. Awesome. You did so good. That's going to be a lot quicker. So I can start taking over that. So you can start taking over these goodbyes.
No,
who created that thing? Hold on. Alvidason.
La 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 la.
No, I've been listening to past ones. I'm so mean to you.
I know you are.
I'm so sorry. Argument that was like light.
Your little scuffle.
Our little a scuffle feels physical.
I think it's a scuffle.
Okay.
I mean, it's just like a little, it's a scuff. It's a little like.
Okay.
Not a. Well, I'm sorry. You laugh at scuff, but not tuffle.
No, you're right. I'm laughing at me. Just. I feel like tuffle works.
A tuffle to me. A tuffle sounds like
a truffle-etry?
Yes, something from Dr. Seuss. I'm picturing like some animal called a tuffle.
Yeah. No, I get it. You're right. I'm totally wrong in this moment.
Lord, I'm gonna feel awful if I didn't.
If I don't.
If I don't, if I don't,
I'll feel awful if I
don't.
Now we're talking about Sam Elliott again.
There it is. There's that Sam Elliott coming back.
I just got to slip in. Which Sam Elliott went, no.
Oh.
Okay. I have that thick spit again, too, sometimes.
I hate when you describe your spit as thick. It's the worst.
This beer, like,
Yeah.
thickens it up.
You describing it more doesn't make it better.
Does that happen to you, though?
No.
Really?
I don't know what you got going on in your thick throat, but
No. How dare you? My throat is not thick. It's my spit.
oh,
In fact, if my throat was thick, I'd have less of an issue.
you made me pee my pants again. Keep thinking of thick throat.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Okay. Is that thick saliva?
Sorry.
Thick neck.
It's not a thick neck. Please do not start that rumor. My neck is normally proportioned.
Our eyes are crossed. No. Really weird.
Eyes are closed. So does this.
Oh shit. Our eyes are open now. Our eyes are open now. Sorry. It's like a room full of people in the part of the guided meditations. Now cross your eyes. I mean, really? That's what you want me to do? Okay. That's a weird
Oh,
thing to do in
wow.
this moment. Okay. Sorry. I'm going to try to get that image out of my head. And the most recent one was about reading Auras.
Auras.
Auras?
Is that what it said?
Auras. I don't think I've ever seen that word spelled out.
Mhm.
Auras. Interesting. How would I have spelled auras? It would have definitely never been that. Do I need to read it over?
Yeah.
Okay. One was about flame reading.
Cool. I'm gonna put the original. I'll put the original there.
Your original was, oh, cool beans.
I didn't. I didn't realize you were
Flame reading. That's
see again. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Oh shit, that was hilarious. Your face was great too. Cool.
Drink and just taking a drink.
Oh man, that's funny. Okay, let me try that again. Oh man. I'm gonna do it. Hold on.
Skip the
Oh,
like,
shit.
part.
No, I can't skip
Go
that
to the
part.
aura
I
part.
can't skip that part. One was about flame reading.
Oh. You can skip it. I'm telling you. The first part was fine.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
No.
This is cracking me up so much. Okay. Okay, hold on. My eyes are all blurry from crying.
I'm just like giggling so hard right now, so I don't.
Go pee, Erin.
Okay.
Treat yourself.
Hmm.
I'm going this week. That was a perfect.
Thank you.
Auf Wiedersehen.
You know how to say Auf Wiedersehen.
Yeah, but it's spelled so different.
Also, definitely said it before.
No, I did not. I
I-
don't feel like I could just roll that off my tongue.
I will
Auf
bet you-
Wiedersehen.
I'll bet you $11 that you have said it before.
Deal.
Okay.
I will take it. I am going to take all 11 of those dollars and I'm gonna roll around naked in them.
Wow.
I
Do
know.
you know how big a dollar bill is? There's only 11.
Do you know how tiny I am? Bitch.
I wasn't calling you big. I was just saying
weren't you?
$11 is
Weren't
not that many
you?
dollars.
That was the joke, Aaron. Get with it. Good Lord.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Got a drunk Heidi Klum in here. Auf Wiedersehen.